to say goodnight to our birds. Let's go see what the pack or the flock is up to here. Guys, ready for bed? Oh, they're running away. There they are. Here's the garden. Looking lovely tonight. Good girl. There, Frida. Buddy boy. What are you doing? Hey. What's happening there, little rooster? All our teenage chickens here on the farm. Running over. They think they're going to get food out here, but they're wrong. They're going to get food inside. Hey guys. Okay, the food man's here. Girls. Hi. I love watching them run. They're pretty funny. I think someday I'm just going to take my lawn chair and just sit out here with them all day long. Hey girls. Hey buddy. This guy, he's got a really puffed up neck and he always looks angry. This guy's always looking for a fight. Hey, come on bud. Hi girl, this one is beautiful. She's a beautiful girl. Hi, come here. Hi buddy. Hey guys. Hey, come on. Oh yes, you're so soft. Don't really have names for all these guys. I don't think we keep track of them. We got too many. Hi. We try to handle them frequently. I think I'm gonna name you Grumpy. You just look grumpy all the time. Hey? I'm surprised nobody's hopping on this live. This is a pretty good one. Oh, hey, Grumpy, come here. Come here, buddy. Ready for your evening meal? Yeah, of course you are. Come on. Oh, here's just our little chicken flock. Hey everyone. We're just saying good evening. All these little birds are basically teenagers right now. They're probably going to start laying in a couple more months, except for the roosters, of course. Hi guys. These are Americana chickens, and these are lavender Orpingtons. And that guy right there is a Rhode Island Red, little rooster. We're getting to the point where some of these roosters are starting to want to fight each other, so we're going to probably have to separate them out. This guy here is a little Americana rooster, and he's got such puffed up neck, he always looks angry. And I think because he looks like that, all the other roosters want to fight him because his neck is so intimidating and he looks like he wants to go head to head all the time. Oh, here comes everyone else. Again, these grayish looking ones are lavender Orpingtons, and they're really calm, really sweet birds. Actually, they all are. But these guys, their demeanor is, if you were going to have a chicken as pet, this is one of the top breeds that you could actually have as a pet. And they, well, are very trainable and become very tame. And this beautiful little Americana is very different from the rest of them. That's more typical of how the Americanas are looking. This one is really light. She has really light colored feathers. It's very beautiful. And bedtime is way over there. So we're gonna have to get those birds back into the coop. Hey Nicholas, where are you? Everyone should have a chicken. They're awesome. Yeah, we're just gonna sit here and hang out with them for a little while. Everyone who's watching, this is me. I'm a real person. This isn't an AI video. My name's Jared. I'm in Saskatchewan, Canada. And we just moved back to my family farm. So I grew up out here. We're in north central Saskatchewan, and if you look on a map and you find Prince Albert National Park, you will see a national park right in the center of Saskatchewan. And we live very close to that southern border. How many car batteries do I need to dispose of a 94 kg chicken? Not sure if that's a joke or not, but I'm waiting for the punchline. Guys, yeah, they're wanting their food, guys. Hey, birds. Definitely not an AI, guys. Hi. Yeah, with the rise of AI, everybody's making all kinds of crazy videos. I prefer authentic reality. Let's see, who's still inside the coop already? These guys here are Cornish crosses. So those are meat birds. They are going to feed us one day soon. And just to give you an idea, that's a Rhode Island Red. This is a Cornish cross. We put those guys in the incubator at the same time. They were hatched at the same time. These guys grow about 4 times as fast as normal chickens. So KFC, all the big chicken houses, that's what you're eating, guys, are Cornish crosses. Buddy. All these technical questions I don't have a clue about. Do I use blue methyl for your chickens? Are you talking about that tank right there? That, just so you can see what I got here, is a food safe water jug, and I'm collecting rainwater off our roof. And that goes inside the coop to an automatic water, which, see if I can reach inside here to show you on the screen. Hey girl. That's where they can get some water right there, and that fills up automatically from that water jug. And there's the chicken feeder. They're all waiting for their nightly snack. But I can't actually take you guys in there because this building is lined with metal inside. Helps with bugs and blisters or sour areas. I'll have to look into that. We haven't really had an issue with any of those things here yet. But yeah, I have that building insulated, and part of the insulation is that bubble foil. Actually, this is partially what that is. And if I go inside, that totally takes away my cell signal, and I can't go live anymore. So I just have to stay outside for the YouTube live. This is part of what makes farm life so awesome. Posted a YouTube short the other day just to see what kind of interest it would get, and it is simply a silent video with words across the screen. I was curious what that would be how that would be perceived, but it's kind of a little short clip on the importance of silence and getting out of the cities and experiencing slower life. Get more chicken wire. I'll show you what we have for chicken wire. I built this fence, so I have actual livestock wire to keep big animals from being able to push through, and then there's chicken wire, and that is buried partially underground. We have tons of predators where I live. Like, this is one of the most predator prone regions of the world. There's everything you can think of up here. We got wolves, bears, coyotes, foxes, mink, raccoons, everything wants to eat everything. So we built ourselves a little circus tent, and since you guys are so fortunate to be on this YouTube live with me, we finally came up with a name for our chicken area, and my wife and kids, they're going to do our chicken sign, and the chicken area is going to be called Cirque du Poulet. So I don't know how many of you are familiar with Canada's famous Cirque du Soleil. Well, this looks just like a circus tent with this green mesh in here. So we're calling ours Cirque du Poulet. Welcome to the circus. Circus of chickens, if you're not familiar with French language. Run. Run, Forrest, run. This is my other really favorite bird. I really love this little guy. He is so colorful, his coloring. That girl and that guy right there, I'm gonna be mating those two and hatching their eggs. This one, that's a female, that's a hen, so pull it, and that's a little rooster. And those two are so handsome together. I'm really curious what their offspring will be like. So we're gonna breed those two, and they're both Americanas, but they're the two most beautiful ones in the flock. These two girls that look alike, they're almost like twins. Those are also Americanas. And then these are our beautiful little lavender Orpingtons. And there's Grumpy. Grumpy. So I am starting to be able to tell who's who. Yeah, you're gonna peck my wedding ring? Hey, buddy. Feed me. This is the funnest view of a chicken, guys, right here. Going after a phone. Going after my wedding ring, actually. Let's see if we can see that. All right, they're starting to yell at me in there. I think I'm gonna have to actually put them to bed. Anyway, I'm really happy all of you guys joined me for tonight's evening little walk. I wanted to keep this around 10 to 15 minutes, so kind of hitting that target. I'm gonna have to go inside and feed the crew here. We've also got 30 guinea fowl that are inside the cage right now. They're too young. Yeah, look at that. They're going after my wedding ring. Sorry guys, I'm already taken. Anything shiny, they just love pecking at stuff. Anybody? Yeah, so this is my favorite little rooster. Ouch, that guy bit me pretty hard. No blood. You're going for blood, eh? This guy's biting hard. And it's so funny when they get a hold of something and one of them takes off across the yard and they all chase it. So if someone gets like a bug or a extra special leaf or something, then they all just take off. And it's really funny just to watch them all take off across the yard. Oh. Calm down. All okay here. Oh. Yeah, so that's one of the reasons why you got to cull your roosters, is as they get older and they start fighting a lot more, then they become our food. So you only want to keep a few roosters around together in the same crew. All right, everyone, thanks for joining in. If you're subscribed, thank you very much. if you want to like and subscribe. I'm not the best video around, but I'm getting better. And I'm learning. We're all learning together. I kind of gave up social media for the last 5 years since COVID. So I kind of fell behind with things like AI and all this new world stuff that we're facing today. So my wife and I sold our house in town. We moved back to my family farm and we're building off grid right now. So the content I'm putting on this channel is going to be mostly our animals and the gardening. I'm a professional horticulturist. So we'll be getting into more professional market gardening. And I'm going to be keeping my personal house, even though I would love to put it online. I'm not going to because of some of the stuff I'm doing that I don't want my regional police officers to get wind of, you know, that we're building off grid. We'll just leave it at that. It's going to be awesome. We're going to have a greenhouse attached to our house and everything. So in the future, we'll probably have videos from the greenhouse. If you're watching this video and you see me in the future, yeah, you'll probably know that's part of my house, but people online, they won't. But for now, this is where we're at. We've got our flock. We're going to be farming out there next year, doing a lot of large-scale market gardening, using chicken manure as compost, part of our fertilizer for our vegetable production. It's all part of a closed loop system, and it's all really important that we keep our agriculture regenerative. If anyone's interested, I put out a 13-minute kind of rant video. I just planted 800 trees and just addressing the importance of tree planting, and also the farmers out here that love to rip out shelter belts and eco buffers that are really good for our livestock and for our hunting and for all sorts of native animals. I love agriculture. I love our birds. I love the natural environment I live in. That beautiful shelter belt right there keeps a lot of wind down. We planted 800 more trees around this farm. And it's just unfortunate that big farmers are constantly ripping out stuff like that because machines are getting bigger. It's getting harder for them to maneuver their 200-foot air seeders around these fields that aren't designed for them. But it's also having a pretty bad impact on our ecosystem out here. So yeah, if you're interested in listening to me rant, go watch that video. Thank you guys. If you haven't already, liked and subscribed, I'd really appreciate that. I am trying to grow this channel, and I'm taking this job sincerely, and the content I put out is authentic. So anyways, thank you so much. Have a good evening. Love you guys.